Hey guys, this is the Ultimate Warrior here, and I am back with another Road to AX, or Anime Expo 2018 video. And if I'm kind of soft spoken, it's because it's 12:30 a.m. at night, or in the morning, however you want to say it. Probably technically in the morning, but I like to call it night because it's dark outside. But yeah, my sister might be sleeping. I don't want to disturb her too much. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. And today's topic, or tonight slash this morning's topic, depending on how you look at it, is about interviews. So for the last couple of weeks, maybe even a month or so, I've been kind of debating whether or not I should give interviews at Anime Expo. While I would really like to do it, I'm not really sure if I'm feeling it. Last year was my first AX, and I thought it'd be really cool to take my camera, buy the camera solely for that purpose, to do interviews and record stuff. Had a bag, the clip around me, and I thought everything would be fine, and it was. I got some pretty interesting interviews, my favorite being the Joker and Futaba cosplay, because I got to hang out with them afterwards. And the Futaba, or the girl who played Futaba, or cosplayed as Futaba, she bought me a drink, a go-go berry drink, or some weird drink. It was pretty cool, and I like how that opened up a door for that. And we were both on our way to see the personified panel, so this worked out in our favor. And I liked interviewing the Dragon Ball GT Goku and Vegeta. I think that's who they were. I have those interviews on my YouTube page if you ever want to check them out. And I really liked taking interviews, but I think I might retire, or not retire, but I think I might pass on trying to get interviews this year. I'd like to, but at least for me, it seems like for a bigger con like that, where I'm trying to cosplay and it's so overwhelming and got to be from point A to point B, chasing down people for interviews, it gets kind of overwhelming, at least just from my personal experience. And plus, there's that whole thing of rejection, which I don't really take rejection pretty well. I took it well in front of people who, had other places to be. It wasn't anything personal last year, but, I don't take rejection pretty well for the most part. And it's always like an anxiety thing. It's like, will they say no? Will they say yeah? How will they like it? Do they think I'm just like too small of a potatoes, or too small potatoes of a YouTuber to even care? Stuff like that, it gets to me from time to time. Now, if it's someplace closer, like in South Carolina, and I was to do an interview at the Greenville, or the Comic Con in Greenville, or the Electric City Comic Con in Anderson, where it's smaller and a little bit more controlled area, people might want to do that, or might be more open to do it without having to rush to point A to point B, or from point A to point B. But for a place like Anime Expo, yeah, I feel like if I do interviews there, between that, let me put it this way, because I don't think I'm explaining myself properly. I feel like if I go to Anime Expo, I need to focus on either one or two things, and that is, I'd be there solely for the media type stuff, doing interviews and photographs and stuff, or I'm going to be there to cosplay. I can do both. I did both before last year, but it's kind of hard to do it. And I wanted to keep my camera on me at all times, because you just don't know who's going to show up and who you want to try to ask for an interview or a picture for. And while it was fun and I enjoyed it, it kind of got stressful, because sometimes you'll have people like glomp, or not glomp, but take pictures and talk to people who have like a cosplay that is admired by a lot. Like, ooh, how'd you do it? I have another interview of a lady who was like in a bathtub that's supposed to be some type of race car, And I waited about 10 minutes just for people to stop taking photographs and filming her and stuff, so that was pretty annoying. But I do enjoy the interview part, but there's also the whole, if I want to have the best interviews for people on YouTube to see, I feel like I need to learn editing. And you know what? I'm not about to learn editing. My form of interviews, when I film the interview, I just take the thumb drive out or transfer it to the computer and post it. That's how I like to do stuff. So yeah, I don't know if it would be necessarily worth it. Or let me not say it like that, because if one person watches and comments and they enjoyed it and whatnot, then it's worth it. But I just, with the way I do interviews and post it and I edit, I don't know if my time would be sustainable enough to go and post a whole bunch of interviews and stuff. And really, I saw people that I wanted to get an interview of, and I don't even know if I said, sustainable. I think that was the wrong wording, but whatever. You get what I mean, hopefully. But yeah, I saw a lot of people who I wanted to interview, but I got nervous. There was this one young black lady there, and she did an amazing quiet cosplay from Metal Gear Solid. I just wanted to just go up to her and be like, hey, you have such an amazing cosplay, and take a photograph. But even then, I was kind of nervous to go up there and talk to her. But come to find out, she was actually in the Anime Expo Facebook group, and I told her I saw her cosplay and I liked it, and she was like, well, next time don't be afraid to come up. It's like, cool. So if she's in that cosplay again, I will definitely, if I see her, I definitely want to try to go up to her and get like a picture. But yeah, as far as interviews go, another aspect is carrying that bag with me. And I found this was probably one of my deciding factors as to kind of back away from doing interviews this year. But even though I had my camera in a bag, I felt like I had to have it on me at all times, like I said, because just one, you don't know who you're going to want to interview. And, while that's kind of fun and spontaneous, it also gets kind of nerve-wracking, because it's like you always got to be on your toes, but sometimes you just want to relax. And that was my case. And then it's an extra thing to have to carry on you, which, if that's all you're carrying, that's fine and dandy. But however, lost my train of thought. But when you're wearing like a heavy cosplay, and you're getting free bags and free guys and free this and free that, and you're buying merchandise from AX and like all the booths, that you'd be surprised how the slightest extra weight can take a toll on your body physically in that heat, and on your mind. So yeah, I love my Abraham von Helsing cosplay, but trying to maneuver that with 2 guns in the back, a camera to try to get interviews, and I didn't even have my wig at the time. Like, it didn't come till like the day after I left. But and how hot it was, and having the free stuff, I was miserable. It was like I had to leave and change out of all that stuff. And you can't take bags in the dances. And I don't even think you could take like media stuff like in the dances and whatnot. And honestly, I did not feel comfortable leaving my expensive gear in the storage or locker place they have that you pay for, because they have that whole we're not responsible for any lost, stolen, broke. I'm like, then what's the point of even buying it if you don't have someone guarding it or whatever? So I kept it on me at all times, and it became more of a burden than anything after a while. So that's pretty much my main reason. I just, media, they're there. Most of them aren't in cosplay. They're wearing light stuff or stuff that's comfortable. I'm not really media. I didn't get a media press. I just want to attend and have fun. It only comes around once a year, Anime Expo, and I'm coming all the way from the East Coast. And, I want to cosplay. I pay so much for cosplays that actually fit me and stuff. Speaking of which, PayPal pretty much said, screw you. This doesn't, in terms of my Akira Kurisu cosplay not fitting, you could check out my latest video on that, or the last World AX video I made on that. PayPal told me, screw you, like, basically, like, this is our jurisdiction, we don't cover that, so I'll just throw that out there. But I go up there to, but I am trying to get my refund through my bank. Just a little update for those who watched that last video. But anyways, back to this video. I lost my train of thought again. I'm sorry. It's hot, and it's like super late, so just bear with me. But yeah, I go to California to cosplay. I go to Anime Expo because I really want to focus on cosplay. So I think, at least for this year, I'm not sure how I feel about next year, if I even go. Even though I like to, hope to. But, I like to go for all of the years for the rest of my life. That probably won't happen, but we'll try. But anyways, I want to go there to cosplay and have fun and not try to rush around and do interviews. Like I said, you got media that can do all of that. So I think this year I'm going to just back away from trying to run around and get interviews and whatnot. Now, I'll still get photos of people who who I think did a wonderful cosplay. I'll try to get more of those this year because that'd be a lot easier to transfer and upload to like Facebook or whatever. I won't upload them to YouTube because that's just too much editing and whatnot. But the photos pretty much just be just, tourist like. Not anything for YouTube necessarily, but anyways, so I'm gonna back away and not really focus on interviews this year. Now, having said that, will I still bring my camera? Absolutely. I would like to bring it just in case I do change my mind and see awesome cosplays there and I don't have it. Now, am I going to carry it with me the whole time? No. And to be honest, I think the only time I'm going to really carry it with me is for the Persona 5 panel or panels there. I would really like to record those. And heck, while we're on the topic of my camera, I need to find my charger, otherwise I won't be filming anything there. At least not using that. But yeah, I would like to record the Persona 5 panels and upload them to YouTube. I recorded like the ending of my phone and it has like over 1,000 views, which is awesome. Wasn't expecting that, but I was one of the first people to upload something from the Persona 5 panel there last year. So imagine if I could be one to upload the entire thing. I know I wouldn't be the first person to do that, just because of the time it would take, but it would be really cool to have the whole thing up there. But other than that, that would probably be the only day I carry it with me. But other than that, I don't think I will. Unless you guys, my subscribers or followers, which if you're following me, you should be subscribed. But more on that later. If you guys want a particular interview from a person who's in a cosplay that you would like to see, if you want an interview for a particular cosplayer, let me know in the comments down below, and the questions you would like me to ask them. And yes, if you have some questions, you want me to find a particular cosplayer, whether or not I know the series or not, I'll try to find them, hopefully, for the most part, and I'll ask them. But knowing that I don't get that many views, I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. So even then, I don't think I have anything to concern myself over with that. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to leave the interviews to the professionals or semi-professionals, and I'm going to leave the cosplaying to me and just have fun and just go there and relax. Now, if you guys want to come and get an interview with me, I'd be more than happy. Nah, I'm kidding. But for real though, if you want to have an interview or, hang out, me and my nephew, interview us, that'd be fine. Like, hey, Ultimate Warrior. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Only other reason I think I'd want to take my camera is there's a particular YouTuber I'd like to see and probably interview. I won't say who he is right now, but if I find him, maybe I could try to get an interview with him. It would be pretty cool. But yeah, I guess that is about all for now. So yeah, guys, if you happen to like this video, or if you're into video games, drink reviews, toys, stuff like that, cosplay, convention, feel free to check out the rest of my channel. If you want to help donate to me and my nephew to help make the trip a little bit financially secure on the way to AX, I will have a GoFundMe in the link in the description below. It'd be really cool if I could at least get like $8 to get him a military shirt, or like a plain green camo shirt so he can wear because he wants to cosplay as a soldier. But I put all the burden on me for that, and rightfully so. I don't expect anyone to donate, but if you feel it out your heart to give me something on behalf of my nephew and I, we will greatly appreciate it. And if you don't want to donate, but you want to find another way to help out, I have an eBay store. I will also list that in the description below, because aside from the eBay fees and PayPal fees and shipping and whatnot, the rest of the proceeds go towards the Anime Expo trip. So if you want to help out with that would be much appreciated. Mention this video in a message to me on eBay, and I will give you a discount if that's how you found my eBay store. So we'll talk about that. So yeah, guys, I think that's all I have for now. I think I'm going to try to find my premiere badge and my nephew's badge and make a Road to AX 2018 video on that, about how I got my badges and whatnot. So alright, guys, talk to you later. Be sure to comment, share, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you all in the next video. Laters.